Hello everyone on the interwebs. My name is Kotek, and today we're going to be watching a Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm replay between our red Protoss in the bottom right corner of the map playing for Team Neurosoft or NRS. It is going to be Welmu versus our blue Zerg in the bottom left corner of the map playing for Team Quantic. It is going to be Hyun or I'm just calling it Hyun. Sounds nice. Now the map is Newkirk Precinct. That's actually a pretty cool map, and it recently came back into the map pool. Kind of just got a few changes to it that just affected the balance in a way that would make the map good for 1v1s. And mostly there are kind of two primary changes that can kind of detect, three actually, which are the lack of watchtowers. There are no watchtowers here or here, and there used to be. So now you need to have units around to actually have the map control. Four changes actually, now that I think about it. Wow, there are a lot of changes actually. Two, this part here, there's a huge emblem here from the Dominion Terrans, so like all red and all, it looks awesome. And of course this little emblem thing. The third one, you can kind of have a second path into this expansion and do a bit more pressure, so it's a bit harder to defend this expansion because there's just this extra attack path and it's just a bit weird. You should only take it in a last case resort kind of deal. And kind of the fourth thing, you have another path, because before you only had this path over here and this path over here, but now you can also take this path over here, so there's a lot of positioning that can happen over there, and it's a huge difference. Now, looking at the production tab, we can kind of see that, at least from Hyun part of the deal, he's doing something that is pretty common among Zergs, ZvP, which is kind of a 15 pool, 15 hatch. Well, spawning pool first, just to get the queens up first, and to get the units out better and easier, just to defend any sorts of pressure, because going hatchery first, it's really greedy against Protoss, and if the Protoss decides to attack early on, then you're pretty much just in a lot of trouble. Now let's look at Welmu's side of things. He's getting a pretty basic build, getting 2 probes on each gas already, which kind of indicates that he's going for something, maybe Mothership Core with Zealot Aggression, maybe? It is actually kind of possible. It could actually happen. He's getting the Mothership Core already, but he's actually going for the expansion. And after this, will he actually go for the Stargate? Maybe the... I actually have to look it up. Maybe the Twilight Council. That could be it. He could be going for the Twilight Council. Either way, it is pretty much a really good opener for Protoss, going Gateway, 2 gas, 2 pros on each gas early on, then maybe transfer one into each gas, and expand. It is just a nice build. It's a bit more unit dependent than I was about to say more essentially all in, but I meant the Fortress Expand. That was pretty common. It was pretty much the build to go in Protoss versus Zerg. Instead, now it's just kind of this, pretty much what you see all the time. Getting a Sentry here for Welmu, just to defend against some sort of aggression that might come with some force fields. Getting the 3rd gateway, that is also pretty common. Still gonna take a while. The minerals are just being wasted, being spent actually on the probes. But still, here we go. The double queen here in the entrance. This queen is for the creep thread, and it kind of works as a Protoss. It can work. Having a creep thread, of course, is always nice. So yeah, it's kind of a good idea actually. And if there's some sort of aggression from the Protoss player, if from any race really, having that extra queen is really helpful in the early game. Just to defend, have some extra damage dealing units. And here we go. Wow, the 6th gateway. So he has 6 gateways already. So the Protoss player is just going to be mass producing after he gets the probes on both bases. While Hyun is going for mostly a lot of Zerglings. And will you actually see this pylon? He didn't see the pylon yet. Oh, here we go. And Welmu's not going to be able to cancel it, so the pylon was forced to happen. And so there goes 100 minutes, 150, counting the probe. And everybody should count the probe, because even one probe can just do a lot of economy. Wow, that's a ton of sentries. 6 sentries there from Welmu. He is just very skeptic on any aggression from Zerglings. But it's kind of good, so he can defend pretty easily and infinitely from mass Zergling. And here we go now, a couple of zealots being made. That skin, level 30 Protoss, is actually pretty good for the zealot. I actually like it. It's the only skin that I actually like. Like, if I could switch, I would. The Overlord is kind of okay. The Zergling, though, I hate the new skin for the Zergling. I have to say, it just looks like a mosquito. Personal opinion, I just don't like it. Now Roach is being made here for Hyun, getting the lair halfway there, but the armies will find each other's. That's kind of a failed sentence. But here we go. The sentry got surrounded, but he didn't kill it. He didn't go for the kill. And this cell did get surrounded. It's not doing any damage. It didn't deal any. Did 1 or 2 hits, but that is all. But in the meantime, Welmu's army is over here, but a lot of roaches being made. At the moment 6, but it was around 11 a few moments ago. He just started to mess up on roaches, and that's actually a very good style of army. Archon, not a fail, but a fake Archon here from Welmu. Why is that? Maybe is it to kind of psych Welmu out, or is it just to prevent positioning because it's such a large unit, prevent surrounding, or is it to just tank the damage if Hyun is not watching it? I'm not sure, but here we go. A lot of Zealots did get, Zerglings did get in, but the Roaches did not, so all the Zerglings just died. This hatchery will die as well. It did go down. He needs to make Overlords. Hyun, you need the Overlords, otherwise you're screwed. Oh, and that fake Archon almost died, but Hyun says, well, I can't defend against this. He is just going to go back and forth, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a base trade situation, or just go for his base. And that's actually going to work pretty well. And Hyun, if Welmu, oh, what is this? Okay. And here we go, a lot of the roaches about to find the stalkers, the sentries, the zealots. That's a lot of sentries, so Hyun needs to watch out, because there's such a huge amount of sentries, then he needs to take positioning into a lot of consideration. He needs to get the positioning of the force fields in consideration. Everything will need to be taken in consideration. Look, the army splits. There are a lot of roaches just being split in half with those force fields, and Welm is getting a really nice contain with those Zerglings, with those sentries, I mean. But still, a lot of sentries are going down because the energy is just going down, and he can't get many force fields now. And Welmu's army is just dwindling down to a few sentries, a few stalkers, a few zealots, while Hyun is just massing up on roaches and roaches and roaches, even researching burrow to just get a bit of health and hide his units, because Welmu does not have any observers, and I think he knows that. I mean, he's just getting the robotic facility now. It just started. I think that Hyun has a great advantage right now. He just is about to go in, and here we go. The roaches are about to meet his army, but the base is closed. But a few shots from the roaches, and it becomes right open. That was a great key. If you can't, if a door is locked, there are two things. You can try the back door with a drop, or you can just kick the lock and force it open. And that's pretty much what Hyun did. He just kicked the lock of the door, which was a pylon, and there we go. And abracadabra, it's just open. And here we go. The sentries are being warped in and dying instantly. So a lot of roaches, not enough army from Welmu to defend against this. He kind of needs this robotic facility a bit earlier to get those immortals. And GG from Welmu. Hyun taking this game, because it was kind of a lot of things that just caused it. Pretty much it was Welmu's aggression here, very committing to the 6 gateway style pressure here, but this didn't work. Then Hyun just decided, I'm gonna mass roaches off of 3 base and kind of just force myself in and win the game, because he knew since he had invested into that 6 gateway pressure, he had not invested into immortals, and that was really nice scouting, really nice knowledge of the game, kind of a metagame thing going on, and working out really well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all